lot of people have been asking me about the shot the other night, and there have been some misconceptions about what actually happened. I wanted to clear it up. When we called timeout with 25 seconds to go, we went into the huddle, and Phil told Michael, he said, "Michael, I want you to take the last shot." And Michael said, "You know, Phil, I don't feel real comfortable in these situations, so maybe we ought to go in another direction. Why don't we go to Steve?" So I thought to myself, well, I guess I got to bail Michael out again. Anyway, the shot went in, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It is Game 7 in Chicago.
This could very well be the last time we see the Bulls as we know them.
The dynasty has been rudely shoved up to the brink. A Game 7 with the Pacers. The unthinkable occurs, and the Bulls do go down in flames. Life might return to the pre-Jordan days, also known as the Tom Borwinkle era.
It's bigger than just being knocked out of the playoffs. It's the end of an era.
I told them today that you can lose. You have to face the possibility you can lose a game like this.
Everybody thought that if the Bulls were to be broken up, if the dynasty was to be ended, it would be ended, by somebody in a suit someplace. It would be more closure and there would be more justice if it happened on the floor.
Mr. Jordan is taking a page from Joe Namath's book. We all remember when he predicted the Jets would win Super Bowl III.
We're going to win Game 7. We will win Game 7.
At that time, I hung around with my security guys, George. They became my entourage. I knew that the maturity that I gathered from them would help me make sound decisions. I needed good, sound, open-minded, older guys saying, keeping my focus.
Michael had a real warm spot with his security guards, and the head of them was Gus.
Gus is a Chicago police officer, and I guess back in his younger days, he was pretty badass back in the day and very well respected in the Chicago Police Department.
He started as a patrolman, and he worked his way up and became sergeant. He and some of his friends worked for the United Center as security. Gus befriended Michael when he first came to Chicago. When he broke his foot,
that's when Gus would meet me at the car and make sure I get to my seat to get to the locker room. We spent time together, and from that on, it started to grow. He was a great protector for me.
He wouldn't let anybody through that wasn't supposed to go through there.
Listen, everybody, can we move this way and kind of spread out a little?
Nothing got past Gus.
When people around, they think they're entitled to certain things, Gus would put them straight. That was Gus. He was a protector. But he was more than that. And I saw him for being more than that.
at that time, Michael, he was hurt about his dad. He still had a hard time with his death. And we would call him crying at 2 o'clock in the morning. Gus would get up and go to him. He would get up and go to see about him. He was there for whatever he needed. He was there to take care of him.
When my father got killed, he became like a father figure to me. And I had to have him next to me everywhere I went.
Gus, can I throw a couple questions at you?